my name is Sasha. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about all the books that I have postponed. Postponed books, what I take it as, is books that I've put down but I am meaning to pick back up, just haven't gotten around to it yet. I did get this idea from Olivia's Catastrophe, so I'll link that video down below on her channel because I thought this was a really good idea. And I do have a couple books that I have been meaning to pick up again, but I haven't gotten around to it. First book I want to talk about is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I got about 50 to 100 pages into this book, I think, but then I had to take it back to the library. And I don't think I was in the right mindset for this book because it was very in your face. Lots of these books I'm going to talk about is high fantasy books, like adult high fantasy books. So I want to read these books. I want to accomplish reading these books, but sometimes I just don't feel smart enough. I don't know. Just like Priory of the Orange Tree was so huge, and I think it was just very intimidating, and that's why I didn't complete reading it. Plus, like I said, I had to take it back to the library, so I thought I should let other people read it before I get back into it. My next postponed book is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, because I was listening to it and I was enjoying it so much. I think I got like 75% into it. But then Script took it out of Australia. So they're like, oh, this isn't available in your country anymore. And I'm like, are you serious? And I had the actual paperback version of this book, but I had lent it to my mum. And that's where it still is. I will get to it too eventually because I was really enjoying it. Loving the whole story. And I just hope that when I finally do get back into this world, that the third book will be out. So then I don't have to wait for all of that. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. Next book I'm going to talk about is Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. I think I'm like 200 pages into this book, to be honest. I don't have the bookmarker in it anymore because I need it for another book. This book, I feel, just went over my head so much. And I don't like to admit it, but like it makes me feel dumb, and I am totally okay with that. I am planning on picking this up again. I'm not saying I'm not. But I'm thinking maybe when I do get into a groove of reading adult high fantasy, because I think just the magic system was really, like I said, it went over my head. And that's probably a couple of these books, to be honest, is why I put it down. The next book I postponed was Daughters of the Storm by Kim Wilkins. I'm actually have picked it up again. I'm reading it for the biannual bibliothon. But I think I read about 50 pages and then I couldn't find the book. I think I lost it, but I found it again and I'm picking it up and I'm enjoying it so far. I have surpassed where I had dropped off, but yes, it's really good. Next book is Munchausen by PC Cast. As you can see, this is where my bookmark is. I think I read this for a tome topple a couple months ago. I'm only about 58 pages into it. Tome topple finished, and that's why I put it down and I just haven't picked it up again. But I am really liking the concept for this book. It's like, they're not wood elves, but they kind of remind me of like nymphs and all that. And they have like this bad guy who wants to destroy them. That's all I've really gotten from it so far. But yeah, really good. And I will be planning on picking this up soon, maybe for the next tome topple. Like, that's what most of these books are like all over 500 pages, and I've picked them up for tome topple and then put them down because I'm just that good. Speaking of tome topple, the next book is The Black Prism by Brent Weeks. I picked this up for my first ever tome topple that I competed in. I always say that, but you know what I'm talking about. So The Black Prism is like really interesting. The magic system was really like intricate, and I think that's why I put it down because it was still a bit over my head, and I did get lots of Mistborn vibes. Did I read this first or did I read Mistborn first? I can't remember. Well, didn't read, but I think I got like 50 or 100 pages. Oh no, I have a bookmark. I got almost 200 pages into this book, and I just put it down. But I do plan on picking it up again soon. I do have 3 books in this series, and then his other trilogy, I have all the books. So I have to read them. I hope I like his writing. I really should stop doing that. To be honest, I picked this up because I had just gotten into BookTube and Bookstagram, and I had started watching Priory's project, and she was loving these books. I'm like, I have to pick this book up because she loves it, and if she loves it, then maybe she'll like me. And I'm educated now. Let's just not talk about Fangirl Sasha, okay, for a second. But I will plan on picking this up again. I feel like all of these books are books that my mum would love and she would fly through, but they're just not for me right now. And the last book I have not picked up again after stopping it is Cranberry and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. I put this down. I think I was reading it for the reading rush last year, but then I put it down and I just haven't picked it up again. I've picked it up a couple times actually, but I just haven't gotten further than like 50 pages. I don't even think I have a bookmark in here anymore, but I don't know why. I think I just don't want it to finish, and I don't want to know what happens to my baby Julian, and I'm just really scared. But I have the Ghost of the Shadow Market now, so maybe I can get into this. I don't know. I'm so scared. And I just don't want to finish it because I don't want to know what happens. So those were all of my postponed books that I have on my shelves. Let me know if you have any books that you've put down but you are meaning to pick up again in the future, because I would love to know if you are like me and just put it down because you think you're too dumb, or maybe life got in the way and you just haven't got back to those books. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to be my friend, you can add me on Goodreads, Instagram, and Twitter. They're all at sashreads. And I will see you next time. Bye!